Although I suspect that Egypt won't be in a position to expand very much for a while. Scythia. I feel like Scythia's just moved. Scythia used to be all of this. Did Ben just burn it? Oh, that's something I'm going to have to ask about. I don't know what's happened to Scythia there. We'll come back to that. And then we have Blondie over here in Bactria, taking on a little bit more of the territory over on this side and still attempting to work his magic on Moria, though it doesn't look like Moria is in any interest of being wiped out. Okay, let's have a word with Ben, because I'm kind of curious about Scythia.
Is the only downside to it is aggressive expansion, but if you don't have any wrong cultures, it doesn't matter. Because that's the only downside to it, is wrong culture happiness, wrong culture group happiness, and loyalty of subject states happiness. If you don't have those things in your nation, aggressive expansion doesn't matter.
So Ben, what's happened to Scythia?
Well, I kicked the ever-loving snot out of Scythia, and kind of solidified the Crimean region here. But I've also found out something else interesting. So I got to the fourth tradition in the Greek traditions, which is raid ports ability.
Yes, several other players have been doing that too.
I've got my stuff. I got my ships up, and I went and I raided the entire Italian peninsula. And
I had no idea.
Apparently there's no notifications or anything.
Really?
You just take people and they don't get to know.
Okay,
Nope,
that's kind of crazy.
I've got like no negatives or anything like that. Like nothing. I've just lost 20 people. Like,
well, and the only downside to raiding is aggressive expansion. The only downside to aggressive expansion is wrong culture happiness. I was like 100% homogenous before I went, so there's basically no downside.
Interesting.
It seems really OP.
Yeah, Blondie was saying like the really bad thing for them is aggressive expansion, which can really spike, but like you say, if you're homogenous, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. My everything I had before the Scythian attack was homogenous, so the only area that wasn't 100% Hellenic and 100% Bosphorian was the northern area in the Crimea.
Mm-hmm.
But I've already had people working on converting everything up there, which is pretty easy to do, so it's really no big deal.
Plus, you could just hit the assimilate button a few times if you have some spare oratory.
Yeah, and like the slaves I brought in, I just converted them on the way off the boats.
yeah, and it should just like for example, on the receiving end of this, although even if it didn't alert me, I should be able to see hostile fleets or something. Like,
yeah, it should tell you something. Because yeah,
I definitely. Him not knowing in any way that I was raiding the fuck out of the entire country seems problematic.
Yeah, I should probably report that one to Blondie, see what he says about it.
There just needs to be a pop-up. You have just been raided.
Okay. I'll go and say hello and suggest that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
So apparently not Pontus. Damn it, chat, you've got me saying Pontus now. Bosphorus has been raiding the ever-living daylights out of Rome, and Rome didn't know.
Nice.
Because there's no pop-up
Very
or
nice.
anything.
Yeah, no, you don't notice.
Should there be a pop-up?
No, I don't think that's how that works.
Okay. But yeah, apparently Rome just didn't notice there's no negative modifiers or anything.
Well, they
between
lose
those two.
pops.
Yeah, that's it, though. And, yeah.
I think that's how that's supposed to work. Or that it's working as designed.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, apparently Bosphorus, because they're already a pretty homogenous state, don't care about aggressive expansion, so they've just been raiding like the entire Italian peninsula.
Yeah, I mean, they have 30 slaves in their capital.
Yeah, exactly.
They've been clearly taking a fair amount of them.
Yeah, it's only
Actually, I had an idea for a playthrough where you basically you combine Bosporan Kingdom into just the city, one of the cities, and then just raid for pops, and just build on this one city. Obviously, not a good stream, but could be a fun thing to try.
I think what you should do is establish a couple of cities on like the Scandinavian coast, maybe in southern Norway, and then maybe get a raid economy going from that.
That could be cool.
Just
By
proto
agreeing, yeah.
Vikings.
Yeah.
I might have to do that.
Just try it. I mean, yeah, either that or somewhere in the Med,
Mhm.
because then you have more closer access to a lot more places.
Sure, but you said that there wasn't any real reason because there's no range, right?
Yeah, that's true. But still, it takes time to go there and so on.
So are there any relations debuffs with the AI if you do it to them?
Don't know. I have no clue, actually.
Okay.
I haven't played that much as Bosporan Kingdom. Played it for a few hours. And yeah, a few hours is never enough to understand how something works in
No,
a pirate game.
that's very true. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you some player feedback
Cool.
there because they
Yeah.
found it really weird. There was no pop-ups. Like, I'm being raided. Had no idea.
Yeah, no, I think we know about that,
Okay.
and we've received that feedback before.
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't be doing that like on a live stream. I should send that in a message or something. I apologize for that. Kind of putting you in the spot there, sorry.
I
But
mean, my answer is the same as it would be if you were posting it in a written message. Whereas, yeah, I think we might know about it. If we don't, I'll let the team know about it. But I can't do anything about it.
No, I demand you do something on it right now.
Yeah,
Obviously, no.
it's
your day
the,
off, man.
The great
No.
Twitch chat comment. It's the great Twitch chat comment. It's like, stop streaming and start working on the game. It's like you do not want me to work on the game.
No, not right now. Do you really get
I
that
would,
comment?
yeah, every now and then.
That's harsh.
Yeah, well, people are dumb.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the individuals are smart. People are dumb.
Plural. Gotcha.
Yeah, like the general everyone are dumb.
Oh, who's beating... Oh, Morio's beating Parthia up.
Yeah, they've been at war for years now.
I knew they were fighting the Seleucids, but I didn't realise they were taking Parthia as well. I was thinking, oh, that'd be a good place for you to expand, but it's probably a little bit depleted by the time you get there.
Yeah. No, I'm focusing on Nepal.
Mhm.
That
You
I'm trying to build up my home.
Oh yeah, how'd you
more
war
buildings
against
there.
the car... whatever they were called?
What?
You just had a war, didn't you?
Oh yeah, against the Kushar revolt.
That was the one.
Yeah, I took 2 cities.
Cool. Yeah, I noticed you on...
Dachi.
I saw you'd lost 12,000 manpower. I was like, I know you've been at war, because that wouldn't have happened otherwise.
Yeah, no. It's mostly from attrition, just walking home right now. There's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot lost to attrition more than anything. If there was a ledger, I could probably look at exactly how much, but yeah.
I didn't even think of using Force March to get through high attrition areas quicker. That's just smart.
You can also order a full retreat to force a shattered retreat.
And do you not suffer attrition while you're retreating?
You might. I don't think so, but it costs military power.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I do like that there are like more stances and more abilities that your armies can use. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must say I've been having a lot of fun with the settle thing for the migratory hordes.
Yeah.
I really do like those guys. Good grief, Swabia's just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they're colonizing.
Yeah, big time. It looks like they're getting a couple of little outposts as well going east.
Yeah, I mean a big thing is just settling down, waiting a bit, and then taking all the pops from that area and just moving around. You're basically like a huge piece of gum that just rolls into an area and picks up pops as you leave.
I actually did that. So my very first ever game of this was as Frisia, and I was reduced to a 1 province minor with 1 pop. So I migrated, and within 5 years, maybe, I had a population of 30 plus. Just
Yeah,
from,
that's pretty cool.
dropping, migrating, just growing the population that way, because you absorb all the population for every province that you go to. Yeah, it worked quite well. Interesting game, that. I did eventually get caught and destroyed, but until that point, it was fun.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Johan, OG Johan, did in the Dev Clash. Started as Saxonia and just migrated all the way across to above Pontus Saxonius, and just took all the pops with him. So in the Dev Clash, there's an area. It's kind of dark now as well, but basically where Swabia's easternmost outpost is, it's just a big black hole of nobody lives here, which is really great. And I'm losing a lot of men to attrition.
Who was it that just dropped a huge army on... I haven't watched that much of the Dev Clash. I think I'm like maybe 2 or 3 streams in. Vandals? Was there a Vandal player?
Vandalia, yeah.
Yeah. Because they just dropped a massive army on like one province of Rome and then just settled it. Wasn't entirely sure how that worked. I meant to look into it a bit more. Like I said, I haven't watched much of the Clash yet. I just haven't had time.
Yeah, well, the Clash was also started, months ago at this point. I think 2.5 months ago or so. And there's been changes since, and also in response. So Dobonia, I think it was in the Dev Clash, was able to grow to a massive size, form Britannia.
Yes.
And you would never be able to replicate it today, because it's so much harder now. Aggressive expansion is so much more punishing than it was 2 months ago.
Yeah, I do remember they just gobbled up about 3 players and had basically no side effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Alright, well, I'll let you continue murderizing your own people as you try to walk home.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Enjoy that attrition.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
See ya. Alright, so that was talking about that, and... do we have any player wars? Nope, still no player wars, but do we have any, like, interesting expansion? Carthage is kind of doing Carthage's thing. Egypt has gone up here, but there's no other players really in dangerous... Sicily, here we go. So we now have an official border between those two. And also, Emnil has reached Windslayer. So I was kind of wondering if they would get an alliance. Cortinia is allied to Windslayer, that's these guys. And they're being guaranteed by Swabia. There we go. So Swabia is now guaranteeing all of the other players. Really putting a lot of effort into the guarantee game. Helvetia, Kugernia, Araviskia, Bastania, and then Skriria, which is these little guys up there. Why are you guaranteeing them? Interesting choice. Have we all taken a break yet? Yes, we've taken several. The next one is due at 5 PM, so an hour from now. What happened to the player that was in Iberia? Which one? There were 2. Game Gapster, I think, had to go, and Solar Gamer. So Gaming Gapster was in Turdetania, and they seem to be doing pretty well now, but he did have to go. And then Solicia was being played by Solar Gamer, and he was falling asleep at the keyboard, so he went to bed. I'm so tired. Went to bed at 10:45. Woke up at 2:50 to watch this. My brain's like, why do you hate me? Well, Katie, I had to get up when I usually go to bed, so my sleeping pattern is off by 12 hours. Like, this is roughly when I'd be waking up-ish now. What are the steps to do after conquering new territories? Example, what does Egypt have to do now with their new land? So, there is no coring in this game. Like, land is simply owned by whoever owns it at the time. Instead, the important thing is population. So if we go and switch over to Egypt right now, we can then go and click on one of their new provinces and then click on the various populations or pops that they have here. So these guys are Hellenic. What is Egypt's dominant culture? That's the important one. Let's go to the capital, Alexandria. So they're Egyptian Kemetic. They do have Macedonian too. But I would assume that their dominant culture is Egyptian. No, it's Macedonian. So anyone who is not Macedonian will have happiness problems, so they need to assimilate those to make them into Macedonians, and also the religion will be different. So currently these guys are Aramaic, and they should be, I think, the religion is Hellenic. No, it's Kemetic. However, Egypt was actually an absolutely dreadful example because Egypt had bonuses to people of wrong culture. So the Royal Serapis cult, wrong culture, group happiness plus 10%, convert pop cost minus 10%. So who else has conquered people of different cultures? Suabia, in fact, is probably a better example. So if we go to the national overview, we can see that 94% of its population is Germanic, 45% are Gallic, Boyan, Helvetian, Noric, Treverian, and Vindelikian. And then 80% is Tuistic and 19% is Druidic. So he's going to have to spend some time converting all of the Druidics to Tuistic if he wants to keep his religious efficiency at the maximum. And I'll have a word with Mordred in a minute. He's just pinged me. So yeah, it's basically that. You need to convert your people. There are two ways of doing it. You can either do it via the pop screen, which is this one, or you can set a governor policy, of which there are several. This is actually something we haven't talked about, so good thing. You can choose acquisition of wealth, which gives you extra local tax, commerce income, but it does increase your governor's wage. Bearing in mind, the governor wages equals more wealth for the governor, therefore the governor is going to become more powerful because they're more wealthy. Not necessarily a good thing. Religious conversion increases unrest, but there is a 25% chance a month that a one pop will convert. Cultural assimilation, same thing as the religious, but for culture. Bleed them dry, +2 unrest, but you get 30% more tax, 30% more commerce income, but you lose some population growth. Borderlands, local manpower +25%, local fort defense +20. Encourage trade, this one's a really nice one. Local import routes +1. Which means in that province you can get an additional trade route, which is awesome. And then commerce income 10%. Social mobility, this is one that we have talked about in the past. 20% reduction to local citizen output, but there is a 5.8% chance a month that one of your people will be either promoted or demoted in order to keep an equilibrium between the freemen, the citizens, and the slaves. However, it will not convert tribesmen. Local autonomy, which decreases population output by 75%, but massively boosts the happiness. So if you have like a newly conquered area that you need to stabilize quickly, you can do that with local autonomy. And then civilization effort will increase the monthly civilization of that local province. And there is a % chance that you'll convert tribesmen. Okay, that was a facet of the civilization effort I did not realize. So that can turn tribesmen into freemen or slaves. Chance for promotion to occur is scaled by the civilization value of the province. So I suspect the more civilized it is, the higher chance that you will convert somebody. Alright, let's have a word with Mordred. Where is he? There he is. Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Family?
So, Mordred, tell me about these barbarians.
Oh, well, the barbarians are taking, under the guidance of Lambert, taking some passages, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
In case
Which are the mountain
someone,
passes?
yeah, wanted to venture north.
And with Lambert's help, we were able to seize a lot more of what will be Bulgaria, and have climbed up the leadership. Just a little bit above Egypt right now, so that's all right.
I have fixed my problems. I now have rulers and people.
Yeah, Lambert's been like without like proper rulers and generals for some time.
Yeah, I had a population deficit problem. But
Okay.
we seem to have sorted that out.
By not killing everybody.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah,
time we actually-
that's the thing. You need to accept everyone. That's the trick.
Oh, I
It's
see.
hard
So
to
you
do.
purged all of your families, then you had to basically let the families repopulate themselves.
I didn't purge them. They just died. I do
Oh.
not take the blame for this. But yeah, now most of my government is from the 3 province minor that I just killed. Like, that's the majority of my government right now. Which I find quite hilarious, but at the same time, there's literally nothing
I can't see this backfiring at all.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Blimey,
Like,
you've
we
got a
didn't
really
declare
good
war
high
for your
priest.
land. We declared war for your people.
Yes, we wanted your people in our government.
Yeah.
Now join us.
You looked like you were doing such a fine job that I wanted to be a part of it. But unfortunately, I am going to have to go.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take off too.
Yeah.
All right.
Because...
Make sure to fortify the passes, though.
This has been
Yeah.
the longest stream I have ever done. But it's
It's
been a lot of fun.
yeah, it's been one hell of a stream, to be quite honest. Quite impressive.
Hey, how how much longer are we going? A few more hours, right?
Yeah, until 8 o'clock British summer time, and it is now 4 o'clock, so another 4 hours.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
do
I can't believe that. But yeah, I will bid you adieu, and everyone have fun. And yeah, I'm gonna go spend some time with my kid. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll jump
I
into
am going to go and
chat.
get drugs. That's what I need to go and do.
Thanks for announcing that on stream.
They're legal drugs.
Okay.
And in Canada, that could mean a lot of stuff.
Hey, I just wanted to emphasize that. You're not just going down to the drug dealer down the street or anything.
I mean,
No.
Well, they are down the
Don't worry
street,
about it.
so
Just trust
you know
me.
what? You know what? I'm not going to say anything else that's going to incriminate me.
No, please, keep talking. I'm recording this.
I am
streaming
too.
this.
I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, I'm out of here too, folks, and I'm going to pass the stream off to somebody else.
Cool,
So thank you
very
guys
much.
for being excellent barbarian neighbors.
Well,
Yeah,
it
been a lot of
was a
fun.
pleasure.
Mord, was great playing with you.
Always great playing with you fine folks.
Yeah. Oh man, to replenish the armies, there is a need for 33,000 men.
That's more than a few.
Slightly more, yeah.
And you
Anyway,
gain
I shall
200
chat to you
a
all
month.
later. I'm gonna hop into some other chats and
Cool. See you, Lambert, and also
Yeah.
Mordaith. Pleasure.
Adios.
I'll jump back into my commentary box for the moment. So unfortunately, yes, we are losing Cugernia and Helvetia, which is these two, leaving Suabia kind of on their own. Although, actually, no, they are with Eraviscia now. It did take... What's his name again? Winterlayer a little bit of time to kind of get his nation really going, but he seems to be growing pretty nicely now. And yeah, I still really want to see like the barbarian incursion into the south. There is actually a barbarian mechanic, which I think is what they were talking about, though I don't know for sure. That's what this button here is. And basically, over time, there is a chance that barbarians will spawn and then start causing havoc in the local area around these hotspots. I can't say more than that because I don't know. Apparently, increased civilization levels decrease the chance of these barbarians spawning. I don't know what effect they have on neighbouring nations. I don't know if they then go on a rampage after the civilized nations or if they just stay in that local area. I don't know if they can be added to the local population, so I think so. Like, barbarian spawns aren't always bad, they're just usually bad. So that is definitely a feature in the game that I need to find out more about because I just don't know. Does the Helvetic Kingdom have anything special about them? Yes, so they did actually form from another nation. This is a formable tag. And when they became the Helvetic Kingdom, or they're still a tribe, not a kingdom, they get a special government form, which is the Tribal Federation rather than a settled tribe. And the Tribal Federations are quite a lot better because they get better idea combinations than the settled tribes. For example, I can show you this. Let's take the Biturgia, which I'm fairly sure is going to be a... Yeah, these guys are settled tribe. They have 2 idea slots, 1 military, 1 oratory, while the Helvetians will have 3. So they get an extra idea slot. So basically, they get another government idea, which can be like this plus 10% manpower, and then also their government bonus is, I think, better. Tribes have an output plus 20%, freeman promotion cost minus 15%. So they're like a transition power going from the tribe into civilized. While the settled tribes are just... Actually, you get country civilization level, which is higher than the migratory tribes, where your civilization level is dreadful. There goes Lambert. I didn't understand if Swabia was leaving. He seems to have left that channel. He might just be in one of the others. I think he has. I don't know if he's quitting or not. Because I really want to see... Oh no, he's still there. He's in the Greek channel. Okay, we haven't lost him. I really want to see these guys attacking the south. I really want to see this massive clash. Yes, he did say he would go to another channel. That is true. So Mordaith and Lambert had to leave, so they've gone.
Oh, fair
Yes,
enough.
indeed.
Yeah, I didn't know if they came and told you or not, but they did say bye.
Lambert did, but Dave just kind of dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both.
Where was he again?
Mordaith was
He's
Kugernia, to the east of
other
Serbia. West
Big
of Serbia.
barbarian.
Yeah. Basically, the 3 of the 4 big barbarian blobs in France and Germany, that was them.
Yeah. Oh, right. Nope, I know. Yeah, now I get it.
So Mordaith was
I know now.
Kugernia, Suabia is Emnal, and Helvetia was Lambert. Which is a little disappointing, because I was really hoping to see the barbarian horde sacking Rome.
Indeed.
Yeah, so was I.
I would say the closest thing we've had was the Bosporan pirates raiding Ostia.
Yeah. And also the abortive war between Sparta and Macedonia. Which was more of a war of harsh words than actual swords and spears.
Well,
True.
what other kind of war is there?
Economic war? Trade war?
Delightful.
It was a
War,
rhetorical
war?
question.
War on drugs? War on terror? Many wars.
I almost had a when my leader finally died in his late 70s. I had was a few months away from a civil war breaking out because 2 pretenders that had several thousand ducats to their name each raised up 20,000 men, and I was able to bribe one into loyalty, and then the other one died of old age. So I got lucky on that. That could have been ugly. Character wages, civic investments, tribesmen output.
I'm just going through the different map modes. I just always find it hilarious the Netherlands is just all fish on the trade goods. It's
Nothing
just
but fish.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing but fish.
I mean, it's great for exports
salt.
because it's basically you're going to have so many surpluses you can always trade. But it is just fish.
Hmm.
Well, fish is actually one of the growth resources. They are actually really useful.
Oh, yeah.
I got about a few of them.
That's interesting. Fortification map mode. I would say that Italy is probably the one that's the most scarce in terms of
The
fortification.
least fortified.
I mean, the most fortified is Poland. Is kind of hilarious.
Oh my god, yeah.
Whoa.
Like
just
the Polish
this block.
coastline.
Oh.
Yeah, wow, actually, fair.
Well, it's probably because it's almost individual nations all along the coastline,
it
each
basically
province.
is.
Oh no, it is. So it's capital,
Yeah.
capital, capital, capital.
Oh yeah, if you want to,
With me, there's a lot more choke points, so I don't have to cost out as much on.
if you want a really challenging game in this, by the way, there is one nation which is entirely unique in that it has a unique culture and a unique religion, and that is the Astians up in northeast Poland. It's actually kind of Prussia area.
I might have to take a look at that later today.
Yeah, they are currently a 2-province minor, but they do start as like one of the regular sized nations up there. But they're completely unique in that. No other nation has that little.
Yes, Bosporan is growing larger. Try me and will be mine. Ooh, a bountiful harvest. Yeah, free stability point. Don't mind if I duck it a do.
See, it happened to you too.
Yeah, that got me. Well, I went from 3 to 2 when my guy died, and then I went up again from that event.
Civilization map mode's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Where's that one?
Third to last, bottom row.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell of a civilization up in the Black Sea there.
Yeah, you're actually highly civilized.
Let's see. Civilization, it's really good. It's 60-something. 61
Yeah.
in my capital.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't think I've ever had a civilization higher than about 8.
I got
Well,
100%
you keep playing as tribals.
Yeah.
I've got a tribal nation with 100% in offline. I'll show it to you.
Well, they're not really tribal then, are they?
Yeah.
Well, they're
Faux tribal.
technically a federated tribe, but they're the most powerful people in the world.
They're just highly cultured.
I think I should probably cool it off on the slave rating for a while. Let my AE get down below maybe 30.
Well, it doesn't get dangerous apparently until 50.
Yeah. But considering I do have a lot of these damn Scythians to convert.
How is Hey, Mus is back. Dubonia's still alive. They're actually doing well.
Is that up in England? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
That'll mean he can just straight out hot join, won't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, LeVar, thanks for the doodle.
Awesome.
How goes the boss burns? Great.
So yeah, Mus is just going to get some food and then he's going to join us again.
I
Cool.
wonder
Fantastic.
if I have 20 ships, do I steal twice as many slaves?
I think this requires testing.
Yeah, it does. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6.
Please don't on me.
10 more ships.
Ben, I will like D-Day you.
What are you gonna do? I'm out of your Diplo range.
No, you're not.
And so it begins.
Remember the single battle in all of recorded history that was decided by archers? Yeah, I got some of those.
They're gonna.
This one?
Answer your phone because they're gonna call you and you have to press answer your
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's on mute right now. I'll turn it on. There we go. Yep.
Anyway, I'm going to go and say hello to the Greeks because I've not been there for a while.
All right.
Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
I hate that we're on 2-speed, that's all.
Oh, hello, Mordred.
I just realised I have not been here for a while. How are you all doing?
Doing
All right.
excellent.
Good.
I mean, we've done quite a lot, I think, in the meantime.
I've noticed
Yes.
that Sicily now has a direct border with Sparta.
Yes.
Yes, they do. He integrated his little buddies down there.
Mm-hmm. So is that sparking any tensions between you? That you want to say on stream?
Oh, I'm gonna try and get this yellow blob in the middle of my beautiful Spartan island.
Stymphalia.
Yeah, whoever they are. Their name doesn't matter.
Those guys.
Yep,
Proto-Spartans.
those guys. Also, we've been raiding people and stealing slaves.
Yeah, apparently
Well,
that's a
stealing.
fairly common
As you
thing.
do.
Also, I'd say that the unofficial new capital of Macedon is Athens, but obviously I don't get to switch capitals, so unofficial. Unofficial.
Do you have any
Okay,
formidable
back to
nations
the
besides
roots.
Alexandria?
Sorry, what's
Not
that?
Does Macedon have any formidable nations besides Alexander's empire?
I'm not sure. Is there? Can we check here somehow, or
Hit me under your decisions.
let's take a look?
No.
No, I don't see any others.
Do you? You have Arcady, don't you?
Yep, that's what I'm going for.
Ooh. So that's
I
what
was going to say Sparta, but I really just want the bonuses.
Well, they are until the end of the game, so there's no real reason not to.
Yep. But except, you know, the joy of being Sparta.
True. You get build cost,
Yes.
build time, local population growth, civilization level, and freeman happiness until the end of the game.
Yep.
That's better than
Exactly.
most formables. Like for Helvetia, the build time, build cost would be like a 5-year thing, but for you it's permanent.
I'm also about to have a civil war.
Oh, goody. We've actually had fewer civil wars in this than I kind of expected we would. Because you had your big one.
People
Roman
got
dead.
time to play a little bit and to know how to deal with them, so
True.
it's not.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest one was Rome's. Even if it was just ships against him, that was so funny. So Rome had this massive civil war, and the enemy faction spawned with 11 triremes. That's it.
Yeah, we see. Well, I guess the takeaway is if you are about to get into a civil war, build some triremes, perhaps.
Oh my god, he
that's
just
the-
built... This unloyal guy just built 15 armies.
Oh no.
But I bribed... Oh my god. What?
That seems to have put your economy into a little bit of strain. So Macedon, Thrace, any plans for expansion from here?
I think I'm gonna move towards 3 at some point, yeah. Also got a stopgap Rome a little bit.
I'll be going for Acarnia very, very soon.
Acarnia, where are they? Oh yeah, I see them. The big purple thing.
That's the one. I'm kind of not liking Rome being that
We
close
lost
to us.
Slayer.
Oh yeah, he was going. He will be back later.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Lambert and Mordaith had to go.
Sadly, yep. We had a good run.
Oh, this guy's a lunatic.
Barbaric.
And depressed.
Poor guy.
Look at
Sounds
that,
like
you
a
got a
horrible
defensive
life.
league invite from Stymphalia. You should totally accept that, Rose.
Oh, yeah, that seems like a great idea. It's not like defensive leagues helps in civil wars anyway.
Oh, I meant more because he wanted to gobble them up, although actually that wouldn't protect them either. Where's Proto-Byzantium, Thrace, now?
Well, I'm still fairly heavily concentrated on just keeping internal stability. I've now almost everyone with my culture. My 700 pops, 600s are Hellenic Thracian, and 100 of them are just Salmoxian Thracian. So now I've started to convert. Once that's done, I think I'm probably confident enough to go for some expansion.
Well, all of your provinces are on 100%. What's it called? 100% loyalty. So
I mean,
don't
I'm
know if you have any-
currently number 4 in score, so I'm okay with this.
Hell yeah. Sicily, Rome, Moria, Thrace, Carthage, Chera, Macedon, Egypt, and Kugernia. Yeah, I know
I've had
Mordaith
a-
was celebrating the fact he broke the top 10.
Mm-hmm. I have the finally Macedon has removed the thorn from my side. I paid off some barbarians here in the upper north, and even though they said they weren't going to loot me, they were just bouncing between 3 of my provinces, and every time they went into a province, they applied the looted modifier,
Oh,
which
no.
caused all my pops
Yeah.
to deteriorate.
We realized you just can't trust those dirty barbarians.
Yep, pretty much. Say one thing, do another.
Is Thrace a settled tribe?
No.
Monarchy.
No, we're Hellenic. We're actually going to move to the Spartan form of government as soon as we can get our civilization value in Lysimachea to 60. I'm currently at 54. So not that much. Not that far away. We're at 140% research efficiency. It's not the 300% of Syracuse, but we're getting there.
Have they actually hit 300 now?
I'm not sure. I'm not up to date.
Yes, they have.
Okay.
Yep, it's maxed out. 205 research points a month, 300% efficiency, 140% advisor efficiency. They are 111 years ahead of time. And still researching a tech every 5 years or so.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually making more money than Egypt, though. That's funny.
Are you?
I'm making 21. I'm making 28.
Interesting.
Egypt also seems to enjoy giving us gold for free for some reason. It's making us all a little bit suspicious, but we do appreciate it.
I mean, I could answer that, but I feel that would be unfair considering my position as the almighty overlord of seeing everything.
Yeah, it probably would be.
Yeah, I think it would be.
It is actually really interesting, like, being the commentator and, like, jumping between the channels and getting the lowdown from all the different perspectives. Being able to see everything. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I share that. I've been commentator on another event, and it's just quite nice to see how everything keeps up.
Yeah, exactly.
You've been going for quite a while, Mordred, so we really do appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you're doing an awesome job.
Can you resist the urge to stir the pot?
Moose is coming back in.
Sometimes I do feel like I should stir the pot a little bit more, but then, again, it's not my game, it's you guys playing, and I'll do it a little bit, but not a huge amount, which is why I'm like saying, how do you feel about having Sparta next to you or whatever? Oh no, we crashed.
Oh, everyone crashed.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. Wow.
Hopefully
that's frustrating.
Can get a save. Oh, it might have been because Mus tried to hot join. Yeah, I suspect it was because he tried to hot join.
Win the game.
Yeah, so let's rejoin, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even know how long we've been playing, but I'm not getting sick of it. It's really enjoyable.
8 hours.
still
Yeah,
have
yes.
Wow.
3.5 hours.
Wow.
If he can't win, no one can play, Chad is saying. And hot joining is apparently banned now.
Yeah, it's definitely causes issues. Actually, we could ping Potato again if we were rehosting. I said I would. In fact, I'll just do it in the channel. Don't worry, folks. We are just rehosting here. We will be back.
So, like, you're in the know, right, Mordred, about the plans of Egypt?
I know some of Egypt's concerns and some of his diplomatic standings, yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, you gotta gotta kind of always pay attention to a power like Egypt.
Yes, exactly. I mean, of the great powers, it's definitely Egypt, Carthage, Rome. The combined power of the city-states, you guys.
Of course, Sweden. Yeah, don't forget Sweden.
Yes.
I'm almost at tech level 1.
Hey! I mean, you've still got the biggest army. I mean, you know, Suabia's army is bigger than Moria's now.
Oh, I don't know that. I mean, the thing is,
But
I
that
cannot
doesn't
really
always
do. Yeah, I mean, I cannot really like do anything to Rome. I don't think like with my level. But on the other hand, he can't do anything to me. He will, if he were to come with his heavy infantry to my wasteland, it would be, Publius Quintilius Varus all over again.
Give me back my legions!
Nick Trina wants to know my verdict on Rome. I'm still on embargo. Sorry, I can't talk about it.
Yeah, counts as a review. We can show you the game, but we can't give you our impression, positive or negative.
You can watch our facial expressions as we play, but
Or make conclusions from the fact that we're spending our free time to play it.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
considering the fact that we're, 8 hours in? Something
Oh yeah,
bonkers
we
like
are
that?
8 hours in. That's not
Yeah.
sane.
So is the game up already? Do we know?
I'm currently staring at an empty server browser, so I don't think so.
yep. I'm gonna
Yeah,
actually
good.
run to the ladies' room.
I'll go in
That
the
sounds
other
good. I'm gonna go for a bio break as well.
Yeah,
Take them when they come.
In fact, we could
So-
even just take the next break half an hour early.
Yeah, maybe that would actually be a good idea. Just
That's
take
probably a
like
good.
15
Yeah,
minute
that's
break.
probably a good idea for sure.
Alright, I'll mention it to the others.
Like,
Hello.
ahoy,
Oh,
ahoy,
hello there.
friendo.
So, we're thinking maybe we should take the next break half an hour early, so we can kind of roll this rehost in with that break.
That's what we were thinking too.
All right.
So when
Okay,
we're
uh,
done,
Alright.
Oh, but you're
Resume-
right, Midge. It does look real good.
Also very
Resume
uncomfortable.
At, what? 22?
yeah, something like that. Okay.
22? It's 11:20.
22.
22 the hour, so
Yeah, 22 hours. So
Oh,
20.
American.
40.
Yeah, 1640. Our time.
All right.
Right, in that case.
Yeah, I'm just going to run to commentators chat so I can tell people. Alright, so, in fact, you are listening in on me anyway, so you know exactly what's going on, but at least I'm not over-talking those guys. So we're going to be taking our break right now instead of in half an hour. So, 15 minutes. I'll put up my break page. There we are. 15 minutes if you need to take a break. I would recommend you do so now. We are going to try and rehost the game in the meantime. We're kind of rolling the two together. So 15 minutes. I'm not going to be talking for that time because I really need to rest my voice a little bit. And also run away to the bathroom and set up some more tea because this tea has gone horrifically cold. It's disgusting. So 15 minutes. We shall resume at that point. See you then.